Facebook has been wilding out for a pretty long time here, man. And the main thing is what they do with people's information, man. You know what I'm saying? I jumped off because of the information thing. When I realized what they were doing with your personal information, man, how they sell it to the highest bidder, man, and how anybody who is willing to pay for your information can have it so they can, create ads. But, man, there's somebody in there, man, that's trying to do identity theft and all that, man. You can't trust that everybody that has your information is going to use it just to send you ads, man. Once I saw that, bro, I jumped off the platform, man. I was like, I can't handle that, man. So today, man, I'm drinking the Kavita sparkling probiotic drink. I got the lemon cayenne. It's got 10 calories, only 10 milligrams of sodium, got 3 grams of carbs, only 1 gram of added sugar. Of course, it don't have no protein. It's really just water with lemon and it's got lemon, cayenne extract, maple extract. The same thing I would make if I was making somebody a cleansing drink. I would put cayenne pepper in it. I would put lemon in it. I would put some apple cider vinegar in it, and I would put some maple extract in it. And that's what's in here, man. So it's actually pretty good. So let's talk about this Facebook thing, man. Because I just don't, people say that Facebook can benefit you, man, but I just don't see the benefit of the Facebook platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the benefit of the platform. I've never seen the benefit of the platform. And therefore, I don't use the platform because I don't see any benefit in it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see any benefit in the platform. Hold on, man. I think I'm out of focus. Let me fix something right quick, man. All right, we should be back in focus now. I ain't had my setting set right, man. So we in here. So I say this, man. I've seen some crazy things on Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, bro. You can't really, even when it comes to ads, man, I used to spend a grip on Facebook ads, man. Facebook ads have to be so targeted that you really have to know what you're doing. You really have to know what you're doing to properly target Facebook ads, man. Facebook ads don't really work unless you're dumping a whole bunch of money at it. You got to be dumping some G's at it. If you ain't dumping no G's at it, man, Facebook ads just don't work, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to buy that many ads. You got to buy them and keep them going and keep them rotating until you just build up this reserve of ads all over the platform, man. And they just don't give you the most bang for your buck, man. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. You got a better chance of going to IG, paying an influencer a couple of G's, man, to blast out a product, man. You know what I'm saying? Paying somebody with, say somebody with a million followers, man, pay them a couple of G's to blast out a product for you, man. You got a better chance with that. I really don't know anybody who's been successful with Facebook ads. So then they out for the money grab. And I knew they'd be out for the money grab because the question was, how is Facebook going to make money when the company went public, when they became a publicly traded company? Everybody was wondering. It started really, really slowly, man, because everybody was wondering, how is this company going to generate revenue? Well, they generate revenue by charging all this money for these ads and not giving anything back. So you got to spend more and more money on ads. You got to spend more and more money on ads. But lo and behold, here recently, with all of this going on since the George Floyd thing, compiled with all of the things that have taken place over the years, then Ahmaud Arbery thing, and then a couple of other things, the guy at the Wendy's, a couple of other things that have taken place. Now we see that the advertisers are saying, you know what? We got to make a long-term play. And the long-term play is, we don't need you. Coca-Cola doesn't need Facebook. Starbucks doesn't need Facebook. Coca-Cola has been the number one soft drink forever, and it's going to be the number one soft drink as long as all of us are here. There is no soft drink that's going to come in and surpass Coca-Cola as the number one purchased beverage in America. They don't need it. So all of these companies have decided that they're finally going to do the right thing. So this story is actually from CNN, man. What the hell is going on? All right, we got it. Now, CNN Business, as a matter of fact, a growing list of companies say they'll join an advertiser boycott on Facebook in protest of what they say are the site's failures to stop the spread of hate. A civil rights coalition, which includes the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL, and the NAACP, which you know is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, launched the Stop Hate for Profit campaign last week when they called on major corporations to put a pause on advertising on Facebook, citing the company's repeated failure to meaningfully address the vast proliferation of hate on its platforms. That's another reason I pulled off of it, man. There's a bunch of hate on Facebook. I'm talking about you could pretty much say anything you want to say on there, man. You know what I'm saying? They do not police that site well at all. There is the lack of security there is one thing, but then the lack of enforcement of the quote unquote community guidelines is another thing altogether. Within days, outdoor retailers REI, the North Face, and Patagonia said they were in. Other companies, including Upwork and Dashlane, have joined too. On Sunday, Starbucks, the 6th largest advertiser on Facebook, also said it will pause all social media advertising, though it did not explicitly link the action to stop hate for profit. In a statement on CNN Friday, Carolyn Everson, vice president of Facebook's global business group, responded by saying, "We deeply respect any brand's decision and remain focused on important work of removing hate speech and providing critical voting information." Here we go, man. Playing. You know what you have to do? You had to come out and save face, man. Our conversation with marketers and civil rights organizations are about how, together, we can be a force for good. Here's what we know about the companies that have joined the boycott. So, Ben & Jerry's. Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream company, issued a statement on Tuesday saying it supports NAACP, Color of Change, the ADL, and all those calling for Facebook to take stronger action to stop its platforms from being used to divide our nation, suppress voters, foment and fan the flames of racism and violence, and undermine our democracy. As of July 1st, we will pause all paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram in the United States as part of Stop Hate for Profit campaign. All right? Now, let's keep in mind, Facebook is a global brand, but the majority of its users, the majority of its viewers are based in the United States. So let's go. Now, that's one company. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is pausing all social media advertising, not just on Facebook, for at least 30 days beginning in July, the company said Friday. We will take this time to, now, for me, I don't really care if they do all the other companies, but if you're going to buy into Facebook, buy into Facebook. If you're going to make all the other platforms suffer as well, cool. Make all the other platforms suffer as well. I understand that's a business move. On the back end, you can say, well, we just didn't single y'all out. We singled everybody out. You never know. It could be just Zuckerberg's relationship with Warren Buffett. Who knows what that's about? So we won't even get into those particulars because we don't care. Dashlane, which is a password manager, has committed to pulling advertising for at least the month of July. At least the month of July. Their spokesman said, the company's CMO said, it's clear that Facebook is all talk and will not take responsibility for its role in surveillance capitalism out of a sense of moral duty. They will only say what money makes them say. It's time for us to put our money where their mouth is. I like the way that was put. Diego, the beverage giant behind more than 200 brands, including Smirnoff, Tanqueray, and Johnny Walker. Huge advertising. Will pause global advertising on all social media platforms. Cool. Eddie Bauer, an outdoor apparel brand, said in a statement on Twitter that it will halt paid ads on Facebook and Instagram through the end of July. Eileen Fisher, the clothing company, said Wednesday will pause paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram during the month of July. Hershey's, the candy company, announced Friday is joining the boycott even after Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg took to a public live stream on Friday to meet the public backlash. In addition to joining the month-long pause in July from Facebook advertising, the company said it will cut our spending on Facebook and their platforms, including Instagram, by a third for the remainder of the year. We do not believe that Facebook is effectively managing violent and divisive speech on their platform. Blah, blah, blah. Honda, the automaker's U.S. division, said Friday will join the boycott, pulling its marketing from Facebook and Instagram. The decision marks the first car manufacturer to sign on to the campaign. For the month of July, American Honda will withhold its advertising on Facebook and Instagram, choosing to stand with the people united against hate and racism, the company said in a statement. This is how you get something effectively done. You hit them in the pocket. I've been telling black folks this for the longest, but they don't want to listen. They want to get out there and rally and march. Facebook don't care about rallying and marching. None of these platforms care about rallying and marching. None of these billionaires care about rallying and marching. You know what they care about? Bottom line figures. Jan Sport, known for its iconic brand of backpacks, announced Friday it will no longer advertise with Facebook and Instagram for the month of July. It's the second brand owned by VF Corp to sign on to Stop Hate for Profit campaign a week after North Face did. Levi Strauss, the apparel company behind the Levi's and Dockers brands, announced Friday it will pause all ads on Facebook and Instagram as part of the campaign. Magnolia Pictures becomes the first Hollywood studio to join the boycott against Facebook on Tuesday. The studio behind films such as Food Inc. and Man on Wire said it would stop advertising on Facebook and Instagram immediately through at least the end of July. Patagonia, another outdoor apparel brand, pulled advertising on Facebook and Instagram on Sunday as part of the boycott. Patreon. Shout out to Patreon. The crowdfunding website Patreon said Monday it is joining the advertising boycott of Facebook. The company, whose platform raises money for online content creators, said in a tweet it's pausing all ads on Facebook and Instagram effective immediately. At Patreon, we believe in building safe communities for creators and their fans, which means we do not tolerate hate speech of any kind, Patreon said in a tweet. All right, North Face. Okay, we already covered North Face. RAI, we already covered them. Starbucks spent an estimated $94.8 million on Facebook advertising last year. Like I told you, man, if you want ads on Facebook, you gotta look at the companies you're competing with. If you got $500 worth of ads or $200 worth of ads, who they gonna see? Who they gonna show? Whose ad are they gonna show? Yours or Starbucks? Upwork. Unilever said it will put Upwork, which is a recruiting company following the steps of North Face. Unilever said it will pull U.S. advertisers from Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over concerns of divisiveness and hate speech. Verizon, shout out to Verizon. Telecom giant said Thursday it is pulling its advertisers from Facebook and what may be the biggest brand yet to join the Stop Hate for Profit boycott. Huge, man, huge. This is how you do something. You hit them in the pocket, man. This is what you have to do. You have to make companies feel you, man. And you make them feel you by pulling money. I've been telling black folks this the whole time. Now let's watch how this works. And let's watch how when we try to get black folks to boycott Black Friday, they still won't do it. They're well enough been done. The company's already boycotted Facebook. My church won't tour for Christmas. Watch, that's how they're gonna do, man, because you can't get them to rally around something even after it's been proven to work. There's too many things happening on Facebook, man. Listen, bro, I have been sent videos of people being murdered on Facebook Live. Literally. I have watched people be murdered on Facebook Live more than once. This happens continually. Facebook Live is just a version of World Star Hip Hop, man. I'm telling you, Facebook Live gets videos like World Star Hip Hop gets, man. And they just let people do it on there, man. I've seen some crazy things on there, man. Literally, I've seen some crazy things on there. Seen dudes get set up and robbed by chicks they met on POF or somewhere, man. I've seen a lot of things on there, man. Andre Wright, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Bro say you hit the nail on the coffin, hit them in their pockets. Real talk, man. That's the only thing that matters. When you live in a capitalist society, man, the only thing that matters is hitting them in the pocket. Nothing else matters. That's the only thing that matters, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I've seen some crazy, listen, I've seen some things on there, man, till I told people, man, don't send me nothing else from Facebook Live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna talk about that. There's enough negative energy being perpetuated out there already. I don't run that type of channel, man. Either of my channels is that kind of channel. Well, I'm finna get on there and just look at this dude and kill this dude and look at this woman and set this man. I ain't finna get on here and talk about that, man. You know, it's crazy over there, bro. You know, exactly. Listen, man, the feds, all the feds have to do, man, is watch. I got a story coming up for y'all, man, about some dudes that got jammed up on IG like that. I got a great story coming up for y'all, man. And we're going to jump into the book of Proverbs on that one. This is just something we talking about not keeping the company of evil, not going around evil men, not going into places that are evil, man. Staying away from places, man, that are unholy. And Facebook is one of the unholiest places around, man. Facebook is worse. I think Facebook is 10 times worse than IG because Facebook slid under the radar. You know, IG, we already know IG is a validation platform. We already know that. But is validation as bad as seeing people get killed? Is validation as bad as seeing, you know, people talk and then meet up, or he see people have an exchange on there, then hear one of them got killed by the other? There's some crazy things going on there, man. You know what I'm saying? A couple of those Chicago rap guys that got killed, man. This has been going on for years, man. A couple of Chicago rap guys that got killed, man, got killed after a Facebook Live beef. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them got shot on Facebook Live. So you got to keep in mind, man, it is a crazy world out here, man. And another thing that happens over there, man, is man hating feminists. You see a lot of man-hating feminist group over there, man. I'm not talking about women who say, oh, all men ain't nothing. I'm talking about the women that hate men. You know what I'm saying? Everything out of their mouth, man, is and especially black men. There's a bunch of black man-hating feminist groups on Facebook, man, and they get to say whatever they want to say. Over here, they kind of get to say whatever they want to say, but they be getting flagged down over here. You know what I'm saying? People who don't like what they say, man, obviously they have enemies. They create enemies, man, and their enemies, you know, they let them have it, man. But over there, man, they get to say whatever they want to, man. You know what I'm saying? You got all these boys over there, these jackleg preachers over there, man, preaching that Jesus juice over there, man. Nobody's talking about the Most High. Nobody's talking about, you know, being direct descendants of the children of Israel, man. They over there perpetuating all the things that are anti-God, man. That's what Facebook is, an anti-God thing, man. You know what I'm saying? It makes your face a book. Your face is an open book. Everything that identifies you is on that site. They get more and more and more information. And the crazy thing is you get caught in that trap and they ask for more and more and more information. Bro, I was never going to be able to do nothing on Facebook, man, because I had so many security measures in place where, you know, you couldn't comment if you wasn't already, you know, and this is the personal page, man, before I, you know, I set you know, you got to have a personal page just to even set up a business page over there, which just goes to show you they want your personal information. I didn't have to set up a personal page on YouTube. I didn't have to set up a personal page on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to set up a personal page on IG. But Facebook, you got to set up a personal page in order to have a business page. You can't have a brand account without having a personal account first. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, one thing led to another, man, bro. You couldn't even, listen, man, I never had more than maybe 30 to 50 Facebook friends, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was just, you know, people that I've actually had wonderful, wonderful relationships with throughout my life, man. If I came across one of them, man, bam. But it was always 30 to 50, man. And you couldn't comment on anything I put up. You couldn't see my post if you weren't already on that friends list. So everything I posted, man, you know, they don't even send it to everybody. You know what I'm saying? YouTube may not send it to everybody, but if you got something on YouTube that pick up traction, then they'll start flooding it out to people. But my thing is this, man. It's just a site, man, that serves no purpose. The only purpose is to keep up confusion over there, man. All that site ever does is keep up confusion, man. Cause people to get killed, cause people to get hurt, cause people to get jammed up. Plenty of boys in prison right now, man, for flossing on Facebook. Plenty of them. Yeah, bro. Exactly, Elvin, man. They track everything about your customer. Listen, bro, they can streamline. They end up knowing more about your customer than you know. They track everything. See, let me tell you what happens on a site like Facebook. And there are other sites that do this. That's why you guys have to set on your computer, man. You have to set certain allowances. Like you have to set you have to set the permissions for every single app that you use on your computer, man, on your phone. You have to set those permissions. If you don't set those permissions, man, you just download the app, man, permit everything, man. What Facebook got, what the Facebook app or what the Messenger app on your phone got to do with you, got to do with your contacts? You know what I'm saying? What it got to do with where you shop at on your phone? What it got to do with the other sites you visit on your phone? What they got to do with the other apps you downloaded on your phone? Man, Facebook Messenger track all that. And let me tell you how they got slick. They got so slick to where if you on your phone, you couldn't send a message to somebody unless you downloaded the Facebook Messenger app and allow that app to have some permission. There are certain permissions that you have to allow the app to have. I don't download apps on my phone, man, that need access to my contacts. I kill WhatsApp. I don't even use WhatsApp no more, man. I don't download apps to my phone that require access to my contacts. I don't use Skype on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't use any of those things on my phone. You're not getting access to my contacts. For what? My contacts don't know you. Hell, I don't know you. But that's the type of thing that site does, man. They want every little bit of information they can get from everybody, man. Yeah, you have to put your location in. Like you can't not have your location turned on. You can't turn your location off, man. You can't even use the app, man, if your location ain't on. Bro, I don't play that. You're not finna track me. Not because I'm doing anything, but just because I don't need you know, man, when I walk around the corner, man. So you know what? I'm gonna look into. I'm gonna see if that's even worth doing, man. You know, telling you guys how to protect yourself, man, when you're online, bro. Because I've been about that. I've been about protecting myself. Man, listen. I want to know how much data is being used, not just for the download itself. I want to know how much storage data is being used. Another thing you can't do When you on there, man, you cannot allow these sites to let me see what it's called. About man, my mind it just flew. The thought just flew straight out of my mind, man. Oh, you can't allow these sites, man, to I don't remember now. I don't remember, man. It's something that they be trying to do, man. Oh, you can't allow these sites to use data in the background. Like when you're not using the app, they'll still be using data in the background. They'll be using data to see what information they could glean from your phone. They use data to keep track. You know, if you let them use data in the background, even when you're not using the app, it'll still be using your data. It still have access to your data plan, man, or your Wi-Fi, and it'll still be using it to browse around and track you whatever you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to issue a do not track request, man, to all of these sites, man. You know, if you don't, they're gonna track you. By default, these sites are gonna track you. And so if you don't literally put forth that do not track request, man, and it's just a request. It's not even a command. You can't make them not track you. You can only put forth a request. When you're done with a site, let's say you close your Facebook account, you have to request that they delete your information. If not, they're not going to delete your information by default. See, there's a lot of things that people don't think about online, man. And I'm telling you, bro, I'm a reader. I'm an avid reader. So when cats be talking about, man, what you be listening to, bro, I be digging deep behind the things that we do every day. I don't have time, man, to sit around and, man, and just, be absorbing information, absorbing content just to say I know a lot of stuff. I don't care about knowing a lot of stuff. I care about knowing the important stuff. And if we're going to be online, man, on these sites, man, it is very important, man, to understand that. Because this is the thing, man. Your password is not as secure as you think it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. There's a bunch of things, man, and and this is the thing, man. It's hard to monetize on Facebook, man. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to monetize on Facebook, man. It monetized okay, but what you got to understand is this: unless you're in the Facebook marketplace, people don't go to Facebook to purchase. People don't go to Facebook to purchase. I got my best result by using my traffic on Facebook and funneling it to other places. Like people don't, at least when I was on about a year ago. People don't go to Facebook to purchase, man. That's not the first reason people go to Facebook. People aren't ready to buy when they go to Facebook. Most people on Facebook are broke. It's just somewhere for broke people to go and act like they got something. Man, I know people, man, I've seen people advertise their entire lives, man. Every single thing they do, every single place they go, it's on Facebook, man. They're going live while they're at these places. If you want to find them, all you got to do is watch their Facebook, man, and they'll tell you where they're at if you want to knock them off. For me, it's too much access to me, man. As a man, no one should have that much access to me, bro. If I had a woman in my life living in my house with me, bro, she wouldn't get that much access to me. Not all that information, bro. It's too much. It's too much, man. It's way too much, man, for any of us to be dealing with, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just we shouldn't be living our lives that way, man, where we allow anyone or anything to have that type of access to us, man. It's too much access. You know what I'm saying? It's way too much access. And we have to be cognizant of the fact, man, that when you allow someone to have that type of access to you, bro, they can do whatever they want to do, man, with your information. The guidelines about what can be done with your personal information are very lax. They're very lax online, man. There is not a lot of, there's not of thought being put into how to monitor these sites and how to use your information. Yeah, Facebook came under fire about it, but guess what? They still kept doing it. So obviously coming under fire about it wasn't enough. It didn't make them stop. You know what I'm saying? It was cool, but it didn't make them stop. They still kept doing exactly what they were doing, man. And so I say, as men, we have to keep in mind that it's up to us to protect ourselves. Another thing is this, man. There's so much relationship drama on there, man. I can't believe how many people just share all the information about their relationships on Facebook. People be on man, listen, bro, people have sent me videos, man, of people or screenshots of a man and his wife going back and forth while they're at home together. If you keep reading down, man, you can see that they're at home together, and and because the woman said, I hope he stay his butt in that room and don't even come in here where I'm at. The house big enough for him to stay where he at, and I stay where I'm at. I don't even want to see him right now. Here he come, y'all. I said, man, damn, they in the house. Why ain't they talking to one another? Because, bro, I'm telling you, it's not about people just being that way. It's about when the energy of a place is evil, it causes people to not think. It causes people to go into that emotional space. Man, being emotional is evil. I'm just being honest with you, man. Being emotional is evil. If you're overly emotional, man, then you're kind of evil, man. There's some evil going on in you if you're overly emotional. Because you can't think logically and you can't think spiritually, and you can't function spiritually when you're in your emotions. Emotion is the thing that causes you to do everything that's wrong. Now, if you kill somebody, most times somebody kills somebody, man, they're in their emotions. They're angry or they're sad or they're hurt or some foolishness like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Most times when you go out and, man, sleep with the wrong woman, man, it's because you in your feelings, man. You either feeling sad or you feeling lonely or you're feeling, your confidence is gone. You feel like you got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Most times when you're out there, man, and you go out there and you gamble your money away, man, or you're out there doing drugs or drinking too much, man, it's because you in your feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we do that goes against spirituality and logic is because we're in our feelings. And Facebook keeps people in their feelings, man. There's so much back and forth going on over there, man. People all in each other's faces, man. People talking all crazy, man. You got a bunch of redneck, man. You got the Aryan Nation has a loud voice over there, man. You have anti this and anti that and anti this. Everything anti has a loud voice over there, man. Even the things that are anti God, everything has a pretty loud voice over there, man. Negro Damas, man, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. I agree, man. I agree. Black Goliath, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say salute, BOA, respect, brethren. All right. Salute King Ray Ray, man. Appreciate it, though. All right, man. So peep game on this, bro. The information pimping is the biggest thing with me, man. That information pimping, bro, that goes a long way, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't really mess with that information pimping, man. And I know, man, you know what I'm saying? It's you have to agree to give your information, but damn, man, you know what I'm saying? I know we're online. Once you put it online, it's online, but yo, let's be realistic, man. It's almost like, man, they actually perform like hackers or something, man. That's how they act, man. They act like they work for hackers, man. Like they're a phishing network for hackers. And by phishing, I mean PHISHING. They act like a phishing network, man, for identity thieves, man. I'm telling you, bro. For me, it's too risky, man. You know what I'm saying? They got too many things going on, man. They got way too many things going on over there, bro. I can't handle that. Too much for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Red Pill Finance, man. But they still working on something similar to that, man. They still working on that. They still working on that. What I call that one way income, that one track income. They still working on it, man. One track finance, man. You know what I'm saying? They trying their best, man. You know what I'm saying? Visa already put in a patent for the blockchain, man. That would control the transactions, man. So, there's a bunch of things going on out here, man. Now, who's talking about that? I don't hear nobody talking about that, man. There may be some guys talking about that. I don't follow though. I can't say that. So, and see, that's the reason, bro. If I'm gonna deal with a woman, bro, she can't be on Facebook, man. Listen, bro, I'll take a 7 that has no social media over a 9 that's on everything. Quick, easy. Because to me, a woman can't be a 9.4, man, if she got social media account. I'm automatically taking 5 points off of her, man. I'm taking a point off of her for every social media account she got. And if she got Instagram, then she probably got TikTok, and she probably got Snapchat, and she probably at least got Facebook. She probably at least got 4. And that's probably something I don't even know about because I don't even mess around with it. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? You pick what you're going to use, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, man, as far as social media goes, man, YouTube does it for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a musician at heart, so this is where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Other things, man, as far as social media goes, it don't benefit me a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one that want to. It just ain't for me. It ain't worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even want 1 million followers, man, on IG, man, because it ain't gonna do me no good. Let somebody who gonna post every day, man, get those followers on IG, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I do fly things all the time, but that's my personal life. That's my private life. I want to keep those things private. I still believe that my private life should be private. You understand? I still believe that. I still believe that that's something that I have for myself. You know what I'm saying? So another thing, man, the security over there is lax, bro. It is lax, man. People be getting hacked all the time, man, on Facebook and IG, man. All the time. All the time. Security is lax, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about it, man, there are guys who can crack anything out here, man. So nothing is actually secure. But I just believe that, man, maybe a company like Google, man, or a company, or of course, Windows, they take a little bit more, or Microsoft rather, they take a little bit more interest in security, man. I think security is one of their things because they actually, they actually control not just platforms, but they also control systems, operating systems. It's different when you control an operating system. You know what I'm saying? For people to use an operating system, it takes a little bit more of a personal interaction, a little bit more personal information, a little bit more personal openness. So I just think, man, they have a larger focus on social media, man, on security than, Facebook or IG. You know what I'm saying? Facebook or IG, they are strictly social media platforms. Yes, Google has a social media platform, but its parent company is Google. You know what I'm saying? Which has a more vested interest in security, I think, man. And another thing is this, bro. And I hate to say this, bro, but man, I'm coming off IG again, man. I ain't going back on there, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going back on there, man. You know what I'm saying? I just can't support it, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really for me, man. If you're not ready to share pictures of your life every day, then you don't need to be on IG, man. That's what IG is about. IG is about daily post. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no desire to post on IG every day. No desire. I have no desire to post my meals. I have no desire to post my workouts. I'd rather post that stuff on Patreon. Or to the members, to the channel members on the BOA channel, man. I just don't have any more energy for any more social media. And if I did, I'd find something other than those two, man. You know what I'm saying? For me, I just can't handle it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me, bro. I just can't handle that, bro. So, I just can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me. Another thing, man, and that's what it is, SJ. It's pointless, man. Like, I can't really see because I'm never going to be the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't pay me to give you to blast out a product I don't believe in. So, you know what I'm saying? I look at it and I say, okay, let's see how it's going to benefit me besides just having a lot of people following me. Right now, I just don't see the benefit, man. I don't. Maybe at some point I will, but right now I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't even see the benefit of having, let's say, 1 million followers. Of course, there'll be more people, but I just don't really see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so random. That's the thing, man. It's random. Patreon is not random. YouTube is not random. YouTube is people following not because you have huge numbers, but following because they vibe with your content. Patreon is people actually buying into your process, buying into your content, buying into your movement. It's a more personal thing, man. It's a personal thing. It's a thing, man. Bro, man, we live this far apart, man, but we got a lot of things in common, man. We on that same wavelength, bro. Many people around me ain't on that wavelength, man. Cool. Let's create a family. You know what I'm saying? We're the alpha brethren, man. That's what we are. We're the alpha brethren of the alpha sphere. That's a different thing, man. Just having a bunch of random people, man, who, you know, man, I be seeing people, man, got 2 million subscribers. They got 2 million followers, man, and they be getting like, 5,000 likes on the post, man. I be like, man, come on, man. 5,000 likes? You got all them subscribers. How do you turn it into something? You know what I'm saying? I just don't, for me, it just ain't for me, man. It's a good place for chicks, man, who like to show their body, though. Great place. The Alpha Kingdom Podcast. Appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. It's the mob, baby. Fee say slide through to show support. Dr. BOA, salute King. Peace, players. It's the mob, baby, for sure. So, man, I say this, bro. You know, the bottom line is this, man. Every time I say, man, you know, that we got to do something about the way we view the world, man, social media always interferes with that. You see how pacified black folks are being, man, by what's going on social media, man, by, you know, by this going on and this person saying this and, you know, this athlete saying this and, you know, by seeing the images of people out marching and doing all that, man. Man, the internet has become the pacification palace. It is the place of pacification for anybody who has any issues with this society. You get to look online and see a bunch of people speaking out on what you stand for, speaking against what you're against, and then suddenly you feel better. You know what you do? You go sit down and watch TV. It's the social media is making us less active. You know what I'm saying? We're active on social media, but we're less active in the real world. And then with this whole quarantine thing, man, this pandemic thing, this so-called pandemic, there's even more of that. So people have become more and more adjusted and more acclimated to just communicating via social media, man. And I think Facebook has a major part to play in that. And for whatever is going on, whatever is on Mark Zuckerberg's mind, I think that now his chickens have come home to roost. And I think that a few more of his skeletons may fall out the closet before all of this is done. See, right now, he don't really care. Company's worth billions, a bunch of billions. You know what I'm saying? And he don't really care right now. He feels like he can absorb a month. You know what I'm saying? And he feels like he can get something done within a month. But I guarantee you, somebody's going to dig and find something that's going to make it even worse on that platform. I can promise you that. There's some people working right now trying to dig some up. They're trying to dig some up from somebody that work at Facebook on a high level. They're trying to dig some up that Zuckerberg may have said himself in college. You know what I'm saying? They trying to dig some up and they're going to find it. If there's something out there to be found, there's people out there that's going to find it. And they're going to throw some more wood on this fire, man. So, man, salute to the brother, man. SJ3, man, salute to you, bro. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say salute to the realest King Ray Ray. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it. So, man, I just want to come in here and talk about that, man, and say that, you know, it's about time, man, that we get an example. Because I think as black folks, man, we need an example of somebody doing something before we believe it works. We need somebody to try it first. And I'm telling you, when major companies boycott like this, man, and they start pulling advertising money, bro, it turns into something totally different. Now, so far, the biggest advertiser, not the biggest company, but the biggest advertiser to join this is Starbucks, the 6th largest advertiser. Now we need number 1 through 5 to come on and join up. If numbers 1 through 5 join up, right now there's a bunch of other companies that's big. Coca-Cola is big, but obviously Coca-Cola doesn't spend as much advertising on Facebook as Starbucks have because technically speaking, they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? There's a market for Starbucks on Facebook. And so if they spend $94.8 million, there's some companies, man, that spent $250 million. When you start getting into that type of revenue loss, then another thing you got to worry about the stocks tumbling, because now it may not be a temporary boycott. It may be long term. So the stocks are tumbling. And you know what happens when the stocks tumble, man? It gets bad. So let's just watch it, man, and see what really happens, man. And see what's going to take place with it. I think it's interesting to watch, and I think it's about time that somebody showed the example that hitting them in the pocket works, because it's been a long time since we've seen an example of hitting them in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Boycotts work. Marching and rallying don't. Widespread boycotts. Now, for us to equal the amount of money that these advertisers have on there, man, it'll take more of us. That's the thing. It's going to take more of us to boycott Black Friday, to boycott the Christmas spending. We got to make moves, man, and we got to make it happen with our money. You know what I'm saying? We got to put our money where our mouths are. If not, man, we're just going to keep on talking and marching and rallying and not seeing any changes. So, let's get ready to head on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. Salute to the Mod Squad, man. Salute to everybody who came in. I appreciate all the support, man. Let's get ready to head on out of here, man. I'll see y'all tonight, man, on the BOA channel, man, for the show where we'll be talking about, what are we talking about tonight? 10 reasons alpha males don't have problems with women. It's going to be an amazing show, man. Y'all be there, 10:15 Central Standard Time. Be 8:15 on the West Coast. Be 11:15 on the East Coast. Y'all be easy, man. Put God first. Keep grinding and growing, my brothers. Freelance Ronin. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say Facebook is basically e-gossip. No different than a bunch of old hens stuck on he said, she said. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is. You know, it is another platform that gives people a loud voice. It gives people who shouldn't have any voice a loud voice. Plenty of stupid people have loud voices on Facebook. And they're easily able to perpetuate their stupid ideas. So anyway, man, I appreciate y'all being in the joint. Let's head on out of here, man. All right, baby Jasmine, I see you in here. Testing D Flemings. You can't test Flems. You know what I'm saying? He got the wrench. Can't beat the wrench. But anyway, let's get ready to head on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all being in the joint. See y'all tonight, man, on the BOA channel. Peace.